Oh, what's good? What's good? Got a couple of updates I want to share with y'all real quick. Nothing major. First to show you is this. This is the wing, the factory wing. Spent about an hour, hour and a half, sanding this all the way down, nice and smooth. Got to clean it, of course, so it can be primed. Then I can lay my base. And it's all around both sides. I then knocked it all down. So I went ahead and I was going to wait to do this just because the temperatures have been kind of dropping at night and during the daytime here on the East Coast is getting to fall. I typically like to shoot from 80, 85, 90, 75 the lowest degree temperatures. Um, and that's where I like to do it. But like I said, I just said, man, I might as well go ahead and get this stuff done because I got some base coat still over there that can be sprayed. Then I got all these like little knickknacks that I got to spray: the mirrors, the tail light bezels, the grill. That's the grill there. Gas door handles. So I said, all right, got base coat mixed up. I got some more base coat. Um, So I'll go ahead and spray all this stuff, get it out of the way. The trunk over there, depending on how I feel, because I'm about sick of sanding. I don't know about you guys. I know it's all in prep work when you're doing body and paint, but I'm just tired of sanding. Seems like I've been sanding nonstop for like 4 months, but that's me being over dramatic. It hasn't been 4 months, but it's in a couple of weeks it'll be like 2 months of doing the body on this car. So anyways, just I want to go ahead and get this done. When I got the car, this was actually inside because they had a GT wing on that trunk there. Left nasty holes and other stuff that I've already talked about in previous videos. But I got an idea for that moving forward as well. But anyways, this was in the trunk. Um, it wasn't installed. Just when I started taking it apart and just mocking it up to see, how I could sit it on the trunk and all of that, I noticed that this guy here moved a lot, where this one, you can see it's solid, it didn't. So after further inspection, because there's actually covers that covers these, then that's what sits down on the trunk, and then the covers, you can see it screws into this on both sides. Got the covers. Go ahead, take them to work today. Sandblast them. So that way I can lay the primer on it. But anyways, after further inspection, you can see it's cracked. So I had a couple of ideas. I was going to do the short hair Bondo, but and then epoxy, but I didn't like the liquid style epoxy, so I was actually able to find this. I actually had this up in my body cabinet over there already for something else I had bought to use it for. So that worked out perfect. So I'm gonna mix that up, fill it in the gaps, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna wrap it with this here. This is the JB Weld made for, as you can see it right there, fiberglass. Because guess what? That's what this is. This is fiberglass. So I'm gonna go ahead, repair that, primer it, shoot it with the base. Um, the other thing I wanted to show you guys, I was talking to y'all at work about it here, feathering, or well, I messed up. Let me go up, jumping around too much. But anyways, I had set these, and this is the belt molding, belt trim, you call it door trim outside, whatever. So that sits on this channel here all the way around, or and I thought that I could cheat it, and I was playing it safe because you can see here, I left that the Bayside blue that it was. I said, well, the mirrors and everything is going to go on there. You'll never see it. It's already painted. I'm not going to fool with it. It's not rusting, nothing. So I just left it alone. And I did the same here along this channel. However, when I did that, I didn't, I over taped. So again, like I showed you guys that little nick over there on that side of the car. Well, guess what? I had a Bayside blue pinstripe going all along this channel when this belt molding was on. Guess what? On both sides. So I was panicking a little bit. I came home from work last night, had a great idea on how to fix it. and I'm glad that I gave it thought before just reacting initially when I discovered it yesterday. I went ahead. You can't. Well, you can see here. And that's nothing wrong with the paint. See, that's just water. I wet sanded because I had what you call a tape line. A tape line is like a ridge, a real rough ridge. And of course, where the top of the door is, you may have noticed it really bad. Because at first, what I was going to do was just got to spray the base, of course, primer, base, clear, and I was going to clear it like 5 coats because I got 4 coats clear. That's with the pearl, and then the 2 coats of top clear over top of the 2 coats, 2 coats of pearl. So, anyways, I was going to do 5 to 6 passes in that small area along that channel. And then because I still got to wet sand the orange peel out of the car, I was going to just wet sand it all down. But talking to some guys that do body work for a living as a profession, they told me that this would never be all one. So I would actually have 2 separate pieces that would jeopardize the longevity of the finish. And if water and stuff started penetrating that, that would cause even more problems. So they told me you got to make it the clear coat all cohesive one piece, if that makes sense to you guys. So what I wound up doing was wet sanding that tape line edge all the way down on both sides of the car. Got it smooth like this. And then I put my primer and then filler primer, 1 pass each on my primers over that. So what I got to do tomorrow is when I'm shooting base on all my little knickknacks in this. Let's go ahead and put base 2 passes base there, and then put my pearl and then my clear. But that little piece, I say I may not even hesitate to put pearl, but I'm already going to have the pearl coats mixed up because of all of this stuff here that's getting pearled. So I'll go ahead and lay my clears down, and then wet sand all of that, buff it, and then it's good. Now the funny thing is I ran out of materials. So after $1,500, which was my fault, because what I would do, I'll show you guys good representation of what not to do. So every time I would mix up something, I would have a little bit left. I was over mixing because I didn't want to run out while trying to shoot. So what I said, oh well, I'll just have a little bit extra. I'll have a little bit extra left over. So this here, you can literally see how much clear that is. That is a big waste. By me doing that 3 or 4 times, guess what? I ran out of material. So me running out of materials, I had to go back to the Marty's Paint Supplies and got some more clear. I got some clear, and then right there, got some more clear, and then I had to get some more reducer for the base. I got a gallon. I got about a quarter of a gallon of base paint left, so I'm good there. So anyways, I had to get all of that stuff. I was there talking to the guy. He reiterated to me, he said with this high solids clear that he sold me, you don't have to wet sand to buff. He said what you do to get a crystal clear finish out of this is you're going to take 800 to 1,000 grit, wet sand it lightly, but still wet sand it. And then what you're going to do is actually shoot clear again. And he said it'd be like a mirror finish. The guy's been doing it for 35 years. I trust him because everything that he told me on how to set up the gun and stuff like that worked. And I'm gonna get into that when I go to shoot the base and stuff like that on those knickknack pieces that I showed you. I'm gonna get into the gun setup and stuff like that to kind of help you guys if anybody out there wants to know what they have to do. So, anyways, he told me that, and I was like, man, that's like music to my ears. So now, once I wet sand the orange peel out of the lower portions of that, because now I'm already gonna have 1 pass of clear. I'm gonna go over it again with a second coat because he said you could do 1 or 2 coats and it'll be like glass. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do on the doors, the body of the car, and the bumpers and stuff, man. I don't know. Depending on how I really feel, I don't know if I'm gonna want to go ahead and do that. But anyways, yeah. So that's good, man. So that's gonna turn out better than what I thought. They to fix the doors. That'll be done. The depending on how I feel, like I said, I might wind up doing that trunk that I've showed you guys over in that corner this weekend as well. If not, I got heck of time. I'll go ahead and knock that down to bare metal, both sides. I got enough of the filler primer from them. And then actually, I have my trusty stuff that I like using as well. I got my trusty professional grade Rust-Oleum. I love this stuff. I don't know if anybody else out there has actually been using it, but I've been using it and I've been having great results. So I actually really like it a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna set the camera up. I'll dig out my pedestal um, stand so you guys can see me doing that painting like I promised you guys. Shooting that, and then I probably will show me doing the doors at least. Orange peel, getting the orange peel out of them, and then shooting it with the two new coats of clear, so you guys can see the process and the results of that high solids clear. Other than that, man, everything else has been going great. I kind of want to show you guys how the engine bay turned out. Engine bay turned out really, really good. I know I haven't showed you guys in the videos or anything, and it's something that I added to it, but we'll wait for that later down the road. One last thing, and I'm going to cut this video short. Um, this is the bumper support crash bar, whatever you want to call it. I had an idea because Nissan on this car, they actually used push rivets. So I went ahead and I have like all these nutserts now. And I bought a nutsert tool like a year and a half ago. And I love nutserts now. I was like, I don't know how I ever got by without them before. So I went ahead and put M6 nutserts in there. So what I'm going to do is I got an idea. I don't want to give it away. But instead of the push pins, then when they're like a one-time or two-time use, then you run a risk of marring up the paint if the freaking tool slips or something. So anyways, I got an idea, but now I can secure that just with bolts. But you guys will see the finished results one day on that as well. But anyways, hope you guys enjoying some of the content that I've been putting out. Um, and like I said, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and um, knock this stuff out. Show you guys me painting. But anyways, you guys have a great day. Later.